electoral services at the Electoral Commission. The Dr. Serebuor Quaicoes wabekansa ewo studio. And munim say and the biggest story the fact say limited voters registration SRC and across the country really, and is one district offices and some hard to reach areas and so ECS say omode ebeka ho by free and pabe 7 and I was say SRC we got reports say for most of these areas nanya their registration because we want to ask a day see and what is the situation now. But as we speak, the Electoral Commission and Kasa the statement about it's signed by Mr. Michael Buedu, or Acting Director Public Affairs, or said the Commission wishes to bring to the attention of the general public that following our monitoring of the voters registration exercise this morning, we observed some technical challenges with internet connectivity in a number of our centers. This delayed the start of the registration at a number of the registration centers. We are happy to note that by 12 p.m., the technical issues in most of the registration centers had been resolved. Consequently, the registration exercise is proceeding smoothly in almost all the registration centers nationwide. The Commission will continue to monitor the registration exercise and promptly address any issues that may arise. We encourage all qualified applicants to avail themselves and register to vote in their respective district. Election 2024, your vote, your future. In the Mr. Michael Buedu and an insa eshe sa statement ase. But some of the other stakeholders no take sadie lightly. Bebrina ebu efu ye papa. And one of the posts I saw from a leading member of the National Democratic Congress, Felix Quaicoes, 4 hours ago, I say if the current EC folks cannot do the job, they should just pack and leave. What is this persistent, quote, network challenges that stalls the process at the beginning of almost every registration exercise since 2020? How can an institution like that fail to address a problem that occurs all the time? Doc, akwa abanete saying Adom ya bibi aboko. And this also criticism of Felix Quaicoes a legitimate criticism, no? Say I say almost every year, day 1, day 2, you benya challenges say when are you going to permanently deal with Sadi?
Number 1, we have been a mass activity and yeah easy so to no initially smooth sailing to Ukoinana from Sokaka address.
Yes.
The most important thing is Enoka said almost in Naya City. Mchamba community was from voter region, yeah, that and say orders 18 no register.
Yes.
Central region now for first one so 22 no officers so many years.
Juma.
For now and it's unfortunate say nature in HS but like I'm saying any mass exercise beyond yeah now benya issues but all of them have been addressed.
Yeah, but because a year almost a perennial problem, say every year, first few days is enra moye whole press conference magana for nate say free and neko juma mo baba bidi. You should have put things in place. And
the thing is see we see now or the bogra proof abasha because of phone.
Yes.
A lot of security issues are put in place by me abusing. Into the activation code Nadina, the mom that day now start registration.
Day now more starting. Yes, and about my electoral officers
on the field.
On the field.
Yes, so by because the moment tema
name the ABOB
and we take the precautions to protect the sanctity of it. Maybe as an arm and the Americans say the most important in 21 days. And then I started to empire bonus going for the
it means activation code now more sending now any issues
nearby code the network link okay interest system to link into my challenge issue table net in other internet connectivity in as my
in the four way because internet connectivity and the strength no and similar across the country other nneɛma mudi egu akwan mu den into maybe internet better for example
there are two steps I use to ideally and I always go for the online one
yes.
Online online so to feel where you because online system no and the advantage is so we be aware if you what is a cry we start to the system because what you need
yes
in terms of problem
yes
if you the that's what we are using now
sure
but I don't feeling and then we go offline the all offline and the major disadvantage is obi what you need the no yes the system will block the person
yes
so the person will not more be a voter at all and in time you person you avoid the offline it is a network and my problem if it's a you have to resort to the offline which are this disadvantage in America.
Okay but the offline no disadvantages no how do you cure it and on more the party agents and the try cure sadie na
cure be no I know the once as offline no for example me about center me see me ntwele me din who party you hu to matwa me so the person will be allowed to register when you register system number broken because the din dada and that nobody can it's already in the system.
Okay.
We can know what you are offline.
Okay.
We are saying why export to data no they call you data center.
More data center.
They do say 10 test and you're matching. Now the get say be obi do that.
Okay.
Onu hu ya pen to machine don't know so woni man so woni. Na machine na quarantine. In that case you cannot vote to the research dispose of.
Oh, okay. In the Adopay challenge na munya no na ye across the country and I say some regions.
Across the country can't be obi no problem. Yes, obi anya. Initial challenge.
Enya dia district be there na man for register group na baby there
start baby it is there because we strong good now yes you see the stand and what do we gain because the fact is 21 days into another block one e can be am one into your challenge technical here by an address into enya dia obi share that obi call this franchise obi
okay but you know so say amount for case when you say Electoral Commission betimi aboa argue elections people say oh enye possible but you have those who say you can't rigging enye 1 day activity started from time you register yetimi limiting conformity from entering the voters register to start with.
Address it into obi person what about Ochina na 21 days into am I going to say obi there me do a chair more reserve for 21 days now so challenge bani ahwene account but I don't think anybody in right sense will think that person will do franchise obi because we Article 42 of the Constitution now
yes
or say every Ghanaian 18 years and above has the right to vote therefore to be registered
vote, sure.
And this a whole electoral commission no kakasa mo bin register then the purpose of your assistance quite anything go the assistance come and register people to register people so that they can vote. Now, but for some then you don't need to even be there. Yeah. I don't think anybody will be out here of sound mind.
And why people should register to vote, no? Because of SADA, okay, their constitutional right. In the also amount for register now umutime etwaba.
Now them say 21 days or so. And they are saying say uko center no now say 21 days more money say na say to me we say na say be
in this high registration way no kwan mo na wo ho kwan so be kwa register way
me that say your new like say you started 2020
okay
and to be already say before 2020 be ano un resign
say me say ya me din ewo mu dada na me nko register bi
yes because the new current way one year in
2020 yes
and so din wom from 2020 yeah
you don't need to go again.
Okay. And now, Mama 2020 year 2023.
Mama almost a coin.
And so that was last year. And so they say.
Okay.
And so they say 2020. And I say 2023. You're already in the system.
Okay.
What one is 2020 or 2023? No. This opportunity for you to register.
You would have to.
I say after one. That time now you're 18.
Okay.
And then when you're 18, by some reason, 200.
Went to me and register.
This is the facility for you.
Anyway, you're more. And I say. May you imagine say me kwa register requirements be wo ho ana
yes the emrano yes the CN91 the ejma
okay
as amended
okay
with
126 yes
and the CN say who kwa register or say wo Ghana card
okay
and answer passport
okay
who is any me be there for mama trum did that and permanent guarantee ma.
Guarantee ma. In the way Ghana card the passport in Kwa. Your friends the old voters ID in count. Driver's licenses in count. Yes. NHIS card in count.
And but the constitution Supreme Court imagine.
Okay. In the just
Ghana
card and as a passport and out the beko. Say who needs any money in Nubia.
No confirm no much.
Nipa me no mumudi wa register name that I beg guarantee amount.
Correct.
So me person me guarantee man call for nipa saying the meeting guarantee amount.
I'm guarantee up to 10 people.
Up to 10 people.
Ubutana abumraso.
No, move me the court and
the system will indicate the number of people are guaranteed.
Move it me who?
It shows the system will show.
It is the attempts to be guarantee am the 11th person, no more than
you need to punish people so that people will take the exercise serious.
Oh, okay. And registration for the next 21 days, no, every day I say 7.
And upon on some could
7 to 6, 7 to 6 every day. And away no more yeno a hinfa polling station and answer him.
Limited to location too. The 268 district offices.
268 district offices.
There were 785 difficult to access areas. There were 25 public universities into more than 1,000 places.
More than 1,000 places. Inti for district Bia woman Obeko Electoral Commission district office.
Correct.
No aqua register. And for some districts and so no be create other centers. Maybe a difficult to reach. No?
785.
But and no, you know, sir, at least political parties need be anyone in common feel said that is not an efficient way to do a critical registration like this. If we say go back to the polling stations now, amount for register.
We limited voters registration, mass registration.
Yes.
And the polling stations, limited voters in polling stations.
More polling stations.
Because as them say limited, you may get a polling station now. Union because of being more would yes. Into imagine so the machine could swear for 10 days. Nipa 2
pen beba.
Into limited registration, may join a commission 95. 95, yeah, be 96, yeah, be 2002, 2002, and mass registration, 2004.
Okay.
To tell me, this is some election, and as a generation, we are limited registration. Yeah, polling stations.
Oh, okay. In the district, in what it means, they say me district me one, say district no wide in terms of the geographical spread, no. Now from Kura, me was so called district office, no, Emuchia. Still, I was a me pe kwan bi eko.
Sanity.
I was a me pe kwan.
It's difficult to assess. Presenting, it was 725. 785. There are no convents. And no one can. And what it means is, maybe our district, maybe our location, as you say, oh, tell you where it's maybe a electoral district in Yamayan 5 electorates yes. Mobile team no.
Yes.
As compared to a district in then you choose to go to where it's
in it's hard to reach area 785 no and no easy more na mobe decide.
Yeah, decided my district officer no some na what terrain ho.
Okay.
And nominate political parties no opinion this and decide agree and nominate listen by.
Okay.
And you review and you approve 785 no. Into your gazetting and answer publishing or the website. The QUAICOE website you will see all of them there. Plus the 25 public universities.
In the same core registration center apart from a Ghana card name a passport no information be why me here some the kwa na.
And I'm saying what district office no.
Yes.
And that's a electoral and you normal electoral yes. You need to know your location.
Okay.
Maybe out.
Okay.
Until I didn't know. So what be our phone name for what they are. Also be some normal show young baby at Twaba. And the questions didn't watch him so. Me papa na if you for your trouble was as in police station.
Okay.
Yeah, look at them.
Okay.
But I say between that fire GPS address and so would so wouldn't put it number GPS address a bit much baby our better ban. Other than that, you know, all the campaign now you know agree say have so what you want one there said without your sample has here. I gonna say one sample but enjoy.
Yes.
Able to baby
oh, okay.
Unless we are not a resident of the place.
Anyway, no, all can be location, no. GPS address. GPS address.
So, my GPS address there. We don't quite bet my mom. Bet you we are.
Sure.
But you get there only GPS address. Now nim location probably I mean you know baby so church be as we say we kokomreme we ben asempa and now ben joy we hand you describe so can that case no we ben
polling station we ben to be me akwakoto aba for a yenuanom a edit them omo arrangement den
omo did them in different categories. In the first, assistant is accessible to them.
Yes.
2, omo join queue. Obaya na yabano access to the place. And 3, so omo to me enkasa so no.
Yes.
So me educated amongst it me church and the things that omo so omo babu do pa our focus is on them because them person be chair center no motina kon the be ano more preferential treatment.
It will be a demo bar moment as our priority treatment. No, I've been visually impaired, physically disabled, and visually impaired. And deaf and dumb. Okay.
And I was
into a mono was our priority treatment. They say, Uti Mina say, obey be the demo, don't be discouraged. Okwa. Electoral Commission at the Beboa, which I think are very, very good. And Obi Busa said in the so-called district office or no register on election day, basically a polling station. And I will say based on the question now the Becono.
Don't want put my polling station there. Somebody missing a member party.
Yes.
Because some member party was some friend.
Sure.
To be also Mbapam to about some from to her. But every time exhibition.
Okay.
The exhibition in July.
Okay.
The exhibition on which baby out.
And
the exhibition so to be a dislocation, we can rectify it and bring you to
polling station now.
But try say one because any idea about where you stay. Then probably the polling station out to about now with them
into for political parties no role in way exercise way then.
Being exercise and said they should be agents.
Okay.
Agents into you expect to say no more to help us to screen the people. To be our banner who say behind back on qualify say on your gun and that's on your 18 years. In army if it comes to the country back no more challenge you now.
My fairly challenge form.
Correct. And young the farm didn't stop challenge. Well I know who catch off and say we are by on your 18 years and that's on your gun you back when because you say when you're going to be 18 years. We will come with you to know. 1 year to me now, nothing can near my form, no feeling. Until the moment we share the district station review committee. So, this station review committee is made up of the district police commander of the place, this is director of education, a traditional ruler, electoral committee, this officer, a member secretary, now representative of all the political parties.
Yes.
And the law says, as they sit, they have the same powers as the district court. They can subpoena people to come and testify.
Okay.
Or that they cannot sentence people to imprisonment.
But one other thorny issue in registration, say and in voting generally, and they are the phrase ordinary resident eba. As far as CI 126 we are concerned. Ordinary resident.
121 define ordinary resident.
Okay.
So 97, 91.
91 they define it. Yes. Okay. And as far as 91 they are concerned, ordinary resident. For example, say baby amete, baby ameye juma. How is it? A him fan meet the
is ordinary resident that you should be cumulatively be residing at that place for about 2 years. Cumulatively for that in the last
cumulatively.
Yes.
I was a baby fako for 2 years.
Yes. So on and off for the last I think 5 years.
5 years.
I was for 2 years. But the most important thing is that I know it's difficult for you to compute.
Yes.
But be out who be there. The people there would there and then I was say.
It was a baby I would say no. You will be a me point juma me call me kokoda. Me sorry ejare e shatare epi e ho na e me fia me point
juma. I'm a resident.
E ho na e resident. Ba me ye adwuma wo kokomile me.
Adwuma wo ye resident.
Enti se me ton ade e wo Cantamanto.
Applying the law, you're talking for resident, maybe I'll do that.
enye baby odidwa
say how you resident
in me to ade o kantama na me nkofie me da ho me no
and say now you why you resident
me tape shared na mu na me da
say how you resident so obi o man resident
shop na mu na me
one defines there should be abroad say say obi o man container no da obi o man what we sika no pikwa no da ebi ye tent na ade how you that once out ho ne de resident
e wo say baby a wote enye baby a wo ye adwuma
say me ntim ko twem do electoral commission ho say me nto
okay, it clarifies it no be etimi atene ho ase eye. Enti apart from that no, ebia oyi ordinary resident ni efri ho a, se be bia wo fi nso de wutimi kwa wachi kwa register.
Uko okruma. And because when I'm go for people contest.
Yes.
This time most people know they were going to their hometown too.
Yes.
And they will go to feel chrome. Me say me chrome say no. Me in case me do 2 weeks crowd order.
Yes.
But the person me do be any say me fee.
Be any say ho na ofi. Ah no so bit ma register wo.
Exactly. Say how can I register? But me challenge now.
Won't now. Okay. In the form one mood tie yen no, I believe say yetimia bie nioma ni so kakra amamo. But doc, the other issues are up in recent time. Number 1, this exercise no more temporary staff no boamo. With this exercise,
few nam say no this office in the numbers in this but still you have
be more air boamo and as temporary staff no more recruit or more dada
a train ma
a train or more na modi on general elections no
when they say women this until we
mo sign
be say recruitment until we expand to
okay
because when they say them because over this it now this is because only 2 residential centers.
Yes.
No one residential center by any battery.
Yes.
They go to my 6 into 1 year more happen.
But more recruiters are temporary staff now. Na more the same processes by na mofem.
You advertising the graphic.
Sure.
They say advertising the graphic na man for apply. Tomorrow apply na shortlisted. Na your interview na your fam. Depend on number your pen. Ah,
no the here say nipa na Ghana ni.
We should be under by law no. Or so you be a or 18 years.
Yes.
Who apply no less than 80 years I am.
Yes.
And most of the people when form square or more issue more pain. Because we our experience of why I'm far now.
Yes.
Yes. And depending on the position, now recently that of the return officers.
Okay.
Then you advertise it and now apply online. Yeah, shortlisting work and they call regions to me say me interview Western North, Bunu East and Volta.
Okay.
The Obiako.
Okay.
We were looking for 5 people. A return officer, 2 deputy return officers, and 2 standbys in case we
yeah.
And the requirements in say you need to be more than 65 years.
Okay.
Now, also you'll be an Ukraino. Why you presiding officers for 2 general elections? This is same income.
Okay.
Why 2 general elections? I've no about interview now. And I should be a degree holder.
A degree holder. That's for returning officers.
Yes. Any deputies.
Any deputies.
Do we require disqualified?
In every temporary staff I'm recruiting should be a degree holder.
For the return officers.
For returning officers. No. But I'm a temporary staff more returning officers. No, more deputy. And
you were presiding officers.
Presiding officers.
You were other putting assistant.
Yeah. Ballot issue and this uncle
name reference list.
Omo de degree na here.
Omo de na presiding officers na. Degree holders. Now there's the SSS.
But no, is it part of the requirement say you should not be a politically exposed person?
Exactly so. And until we are, they listen to political parties.
Yes.
If they have reason why I say, or been to me so be protested, they come with evidence, investigate the story, you dispose of the person. In
the Nansaya day, I'm more the list number parties no.
And finalizing them.
And no more finalizing. Or more would be a registration we in America. And
you been
and no more the political parties no.
So we know no because offer this it now.
Yes.
Yeah, this officer na yeah supervisor.
Okay.
And your mom call for inside mom another supervisor. Into technical one temporary staff no yes supervisor.
Yes.
But the main one you find for 3. To the few people now they didn't have my party.
More the parties no. Or more use or more for a just by election no. Or more why more were they recruited for it and I say that phone even a modi be
I don't know application for recruitment no.
Okay.
Never 3 return officers.
Okay.
And presiding officers. There were 204 polling stations.
Yes.
There were 204 presiding officers. 204 name reference officers, 204 verification officers, and 204 ballot issuers.
Oh, for the by-election?
Yes.
In the no, did you submit that list to the parties?
Yes, we did. Me one of them.
Now,
parties candidates.
Because
your party, if you are party, you are not contesting.
Okay. Aha.
There were
parties are candidate and not a contested bill. List.
Yes, and one content on the ticket of parties in my party.
And
independent candidates.
Candidates. No.
Yes. I was there when they were given.
Oh, and they are possible saying in a gesture. The NDC will not have that list.
No, they were not
contesting.
Yes, possible. They were not. They were not contesting. Say, saying, or they are not contesting.
But no. Even if they are not contesting, na say it is a more the list name parties. There's some more issues. They should raise those issues.
Exactly so.
But if you are not contesting, na say where in your list you cannot come and raise any issue.
Now, who test anything? Or more, be a contestant. So you work against
me.
Now, we won't contest it. One point, no matter what magic because own interest of yes. Or more candidates in a contest at the moment.
Oh, I think it's clearer now because there were issues around the NDC's rep on our show, Eric J. Ebebobo list of some temporary staff, no, Omudini or phone numbers. And or they compare the list of NPP's polling station executives list. And now or some of the people on Momo list, as temporary staff, almost say polling station executives for the MPP.
Oh, so because I want to I wouldn't know. Because the time I call wa.
Yes.
Now me deputy driver or no a delegate.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is you make a choice.
Okay.
Either say about is annual delegate work another about few no be here. I don't want to hear election about say.
Yes.
Oh who for don't dodge. Because we are at your branch and no politician ba woni.
Yes.
That for election no PF no dodge. You won't go and there.
But no say muhunu na mu be yi na mu yi based on emraben. Is there a law I can say a political party executive at the grassroots level own temporary staff of the EC?
Electoral Commission is supposed to be neutral. And if you are going to be neutral, then how can you be a party agent? Until once you are known politically, you can. At the end of the interview, it's part of the question that we will ask you. Not the interview, we shall say, are you known politically? But
no, based on a law like written black and white in the CI.
So I am getting. If you want to be a referee, you cannot be a player in the same game.
Yeah.
Yes, in yeah. That one, I'm going to buy them, but I'm going to the young young fowl. The young can have a at the least amount of political parties.
Raise issues, sir.
But no, the raise issue because for example,
yes,
one of the independent candidates in the region, the bar said,
sure,
well, who some delegates in their list. Now, this is so identify them and give it to me.
Yes.
Well, maybe. So at times some of them they will make delegations, but when I say on face the I don't know, so face no kind of okay, I'm so no problem. So listen to identify them and bring me there.
But on him say no for the purpose of argument, if I am a polling station executive, for example, now I go through interview successfully. Na ochne be raise issue.
You once I
but no say muyi me na me the moko court I say mo ho be kire mo. I don't know mo ho kire.
Because the Electoral Commission.
But there is no law I can't tell me say means me
and there's no law say 4 by force. There's no law.
No, but the point is say I've gone through interviews. I'm a mafia.
And I didn't tell my people say do you have affiliation to any political party? Opinion we say no.
But that question is immaterial because it is not against any law. Say me belonging to
against law in the sense that you cannot be in the Electoral Commission and be an active player in election. You can't. You can't.
No, at the point
at the
point I'm playing the role as a temporary staff. No, I'm not doing a political party.
That is the law. No, I make provisions.
Yes.
See a year recruitment now.
Yes.
You have to listen to my political party for them to do objection. I didn't try.
The objection doesn't mean necessarily because I'm a party.
I'm crazy because the word raise objection is you are a non-party activist.
But how can there be an issue? Because the crime, they say, an action or inaction which is contrary to a law in force. If there is no law in force, I just say, may a party near me to me a temporary staff. Why do you fault me?
Let me share a little bit. If there's no law like that, so I didn't know what I say. The informal candidates normally raise objection to people because of the neutrality aspect.
Objection can be more than 65 years.
Because of that, you cannot be a referee at the same time a player in a game. So the law is there, sir. You can the parties can raise objection to you if you are a non-activist. It is in CA 127.
Which equipment being and a more useful for this exercise? Mu procure for 2020
equipment, yes.
The same equipment.
Exactly so.
Monfa binka.
Into binka. 2020 then.
And no one mu use.
So 2020 it was 8,500 and it's currently issue less than 2,000
for this exercise. And as our 2020 equipment and no one among the general elections.
Exactly so.
Munto binka.
And we BVD. So for the extension, they issue BVR.
Sure.
And you issue.
Sure.
You are BVR assembly and
now for BVD for the elections.
And not the year 2023. No. To not say Sunday general elections.
Now equipment dear na more auction and say who was
2012 dear na.
2012 equipment. And a more auction.
So you told 2020 dear. 2020 especially BVD no.
Yes.
Over 2020 BVD na. Cameron.
Okay.
And you the scanning of the that one a barcode.
Okay.
No way you should
QR FM.
In the 2020 there no.
Yes.
Our scanner plus the camera. Into the scanner or data now pictures about. I feel now more rooms for status now.
Yes. Yes.
Into our self to now and far. Yeah, yes, the camera the BVD picture. Then the picture will match your picture in the trends with the old one. That will tell you you have been verified. No way. But the 2012 year no. And when any camera room, the above from do sabotage no. Then you have to go manual. But when there was a failure, about call biometric facial recognition. That's different. But the year in Ambrina, a total women they were still there. It was only
not 2012. The end of that
that's what. Yes.
And they go ahead then.
Oh, sir, you have to go to a lot of process before.
Process and what Timia disposal, and we go through our process.
Yes, yes. From good process in the
yes.
Okay. Into the year, and he said, and yeah, and there were more than 25,000 materials, including vehicles.
Yes,
and now obsolete.
Okay.
But they were still in our stores.
Okay.
And that of administration, or Treasury Commission said, these are obsolete materials until you dispose of. And they are state value, STC VI.
Yes.
Evaluation. And the letter to come Minister of Finance.
Yes.
Say was an email a person dispose of because we are no more using them. And also so reply. To reply we know and the interview Oshines.
Yes.
The interview 6 Oshines no. No pick one somebody but no. Advertise or
papers more, yes.
First people.
Sure.
To no advertising now. Among for baby dear now. Among Washington, there are 5 BVD biometric columns down here. Electoral.
A company in the
Electoral recycling company.
Okay.
Omo bezu or Oyarifa.
Okay.
The Kohoko was there.
Only really
bid,
no?
Yes, for the
BVDs, no?
Yes,
the two about
any BVRs now.
Any BVRs.
The question was if they have facilities to here.
Okay.
So you are more have it there.
Okay.
They are a registered company with EPA.
EPA.
Yes. Now, on to machine, I mean, we are now on this kind of equal to consolidated fund.
In the Meba Winty, and no, you are saying, sir, before you settled on Electoral company, no, it go through competitive bidding.
Exactly.
It didn't just sole sourced contract.
Not at all.
Competitive tendering. Exactly. There are records to that
effect. Because it was advertised in the graphic. And the SBI is behind it. Minimum come back by 1st February
of graphic.
Yes.
And they won.
Yes.
In the movie, in disposing of the equipment, recycling.
The recycling, no. It is of every the phone in your
sure.
But material of use to the person. Then they knew how they were, but they bidded one paid money into the consolidated fund, and they didn't manage come out. Then any secretary, no matter say, so now me say be and come documents in your picture. The Minister of Finance saw it, gave the approval, or a competitive tendering, it was advertised in the graphic, a way no winning or final, money to the consolidated fund. To call Minister of Finance. Or
no company the tree money to the consolidated fund. Because of more recycle near mano. Assign.
Previous before the current administration was
yes.
Now a trouble we are after 1 year and a share ballot person. To buy and say it could be made, it could be of use. Today and say this after 1 year no. Now a tendering system be my domo or me and the electoral true nearly.
A papers
until now no. Don't be surprised there. 2020 ballot paper will be ever in factory.
The factory.
2020 is of no use. But they are going to recycle.
Depending to me, find your share.
They'll be set trouble. Into what Maris I cannot electoral. They will quite fascination. A mine pollution, environmental pollution, and some able to use this no. They will buy
or mine.
Yes. That's how the system works now.
Into 2012 year no CCR no into a recycling process and those machines no in hobby.
Yes. And so I don't to be video they are completely different one. But the current one is almost like this. And no can one talk about 2020 the was say video they are fast. Yes. They are completely different. But I couldn't any camera. Then can't a phone in the camera. We were camera yes. And the way you put there, what to do as some kind of shame, I use not a phone.
That's 2020
exactly so. And I'm something what to me a facial recognition, but I couldn't there into pictures you cannot do.
Inti dear Nansenya Imubi Ejraya and Namsoma some people were arrested, no. And when 2020 the any been a year
and a BVR
the Amodia registration
correct and your BVD
and yet the other trap
BVD or more attack and almost say before Taquano Movia one so voter region
a BVD no the other trap yes almost say be what Takwa
and 5 collection centers here to and now almost Tomoha BBLT on site
and almost say no
and I know voter region so on my parking the man on
yes
or Muko do one box
back and we 2020 elections
this level last year
this level there no and no see okay in the no so no there back na any more voter region the moon hui
I report my police but still you
intimi hu ni pakro and na 10 yi die na no na hefa de
10 dem be
the year I am matching call for he
no say 10
na want
this is 10 and a BVR
and a BVR the registration but na back say na right
but escape me but then me say do 10
in no 10
I don't want to put figure on become
but no the matching call for no
I went to me say
like police for
suspect this is how it happened
yes
it is a you what as empower say
sure
hana egu with CCTVs and the rest that's the warehouse and they were your old office one
yes
and in fact approximately
Asempa FM
about 1 kilometer in front so no new office
yes
can no a parking the man do come and the police escort now the normal they are called
yes
indeed there was no way an outsider can have access to it the buy now the suspecting go for now commission at ma we say commission area on national security zone in the national security for the police for teleport national security now in collaboration with the police I'm picking certain people because I'm the 4 court I'm the no as say no as last because much more back that's and the
but the equipment in question the moon but that is where parties Nibia are not very comfortable because we need a BVRs. I mean, it's only a registration.
Good.
In the IRA, you know, Obi to me fan register for.
Obi, system no. Laptop no fire. One for kitchen now.
Or for just the laptop
no fire.
But a laptop not data also. BBN so.
And we hear the station there we pay near what you call end of life.
Yes.
End of life is the end of the life of the data.
Yes.
So now I pick all the data from
every
there.
so.
Now yeah, back to the default mode. Now and BBA news on far. Untum fanya fi BBA news. And a BV news no. And so the data no go so go SD card so. That said the SD card show phone no. Do you SD card phone no na data ni na so every. That is what the BV does. The machine BV didn't install data. Because the SD card not the same. No, yes. You from no. It's a war phone now. Phone data war chip so. Which chip from the phone need initial data. That's how the system. And now you need BV. So you need. Activation code.
Yes.
Every time you base you need activation code. And now you yourself you need to be biometrically be logged on onto the system.
And send what you use.
Yes, by an administrator. In the whole far, you cannot log on onto the system, no, because you have not been logged on. There should be somebody who maybe I'm not the administrator. Name also, log on the people who can use the machine. In the same data bar, there's a full indicator to show that OB at the data we have, QUAICOE data we have, because the administrator do tools into in the who far and exists somebody or known back on log on. Now one close now amount access to the use. It is a phone where pin phone no mommy. I can use the phone or be bad and so on away. You get my point?
Yeah.
And the system says such a way say it's 0.6. When you reserve to 6 per we say in ABM. Because the system will not allow you to go there. And we bar a double exceptions list to tell you that you raise it outside the time or date. You've been put into them here realization no. If you are to about your exceptions list, your multiple list. Exceptions list in your more or the system no say homologation was not in a normal procedure. And that's a challenge you. And your multiple list your more than once. To them be an main rate of what now this is also there.
Oh, okay.
In this offer BVR code no offer I was a tense in the womb, a din the womb. But me, I'm a system as in the crowd.
And the for more as easy, no, says our machines, no, who cry, no cause for alarm.
And I'm going to find then I would deny because I know far as the BV dinner, you need a physical hard copy of a register.
Yes.
And so now I pick the QR code, no, and who pick the QR code now, and some activities there, OB has to be verified.
Yes.
And so will start to smell verify. And it's a wolf crowd. Now, if you activate them on only racer, and a SD card, the SD card applies to a particular constituency. And the work of not be only let them first say, Mohaya, their constituency.
QUAICOE Central.
Good. Until that in a election, assume say swap back.
Yes.
Swap back now, Kofa, QUAICOE Central, or QUAICOE Nova, and because there's SD card no woman for QUAICOE Central for. So there's no way you can find anybody from QUAICOE Central, so QUAICOE North on that register.
But this is how I was so central. I was so central.
A constituency specific when the SD cards are generated. And it's all offer the cover be within that constituency now. And I call that constituency now. Now only physical register now, but best scanning. You know, today we call some of the most not now.
Yes.
Most of the code also.
Yes.
One put the entire barcode, better than QR code.
Okay.
And there's a Uber scanning. What's scanning two and sana with particular number.
Okay.
And there's a one code now. Unya scan. One scan so unya data for the person to apply his fingerprint.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And as a unya pick but there. Assume say my now me code now.
Yes.
Let me pick OB code now. All the pictures baba OB biometrics number. In the Latif inside to system is not known because the machine once we pick QR code pen or pick or expect OB biometrics and yeah Latif biometrics.
Into sa details when it's assurance way no. Modi ama parties no IPAC.
Master woman na. Na say ye to ne me ye no na ye pilot ne na mo media focus me you were there. But I'm saying say we refuse say mo put aja. Mbaka na bre mo say mo take size there. Now baby and ye pilot ye di anya de ye no secret. Obia go through the process. And so we don't feel that's how it works. So there's no way you can use it. That's not possible. But me na me concern say me be election na Yeah, the man can get any base, be an attention, temporary tension, of course, be base. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know. As a 10 year, but 2 by 6 Ghana has come to an end. Here, a juicy. You say a conspiracy theorist. Let the commission best of barrel boss. A base, barrel boss is here, no peace space. You better buy a beer box and so, will be a shame. And send that 2 years silly. Party from God be because we see to be. And send a beer to a beer, we are a besia in the open. You abuse me, I can the time bang. And the best of a barrel box and only didn't have a show man a year. As soon as I can't go for a month for Surosi and the emotion who here and they say this such things, they end up raising tension in the country. But more, yeah.
So, when I'm a kind Dr. Manebo, my Director of IT and Elections for the NDC, Mufi last IPAC nearby, and he raised 35 questions to the EC. And the questions to Busam or IPAC. Amongst other things, it's all centered really on the stolen and unretrieved biometric device. That's how on capture. In Ubusa, has the missing kids been found? If the missing kids have been found, when, date and time, and where were they found? Who and how were the missing items discovered? Or how many kids are missing, cannot be found or traced? What are the serial numbers of the kits under discussion? More kits in serial numbers. More in serial. In the way no in serial numbers. Or say
the distribution to send and say they call for the
sure.
This is be their core and be an serial number.
And I say, does the EC have the purchasing invoices together with serial numbers at time of purchase of the missing items?
So we international bidding until tendering to be or.
Did the EC have official recorded inventory of the missing items prior to the theft? Is there present inventory of such sensitive items to aid a comprehensive inquiry that can allay the fears of all stakeholders? And I'll say, when, date, and time using CCTV, did the EC become aware that the items were missing? Did the EC hold an immediate emergency formal meeting to discuss the missing items? If yes, who attended the meeting? Are there minutes of that meeting? Was it resolved at that meeting to report to the police? In the questions, no 35. When Obusa or IPAC?
He was just sitting and the Ufimia now call people go to now call.
Oh no.
And that's a was that but the other was sure that these are the questions. But I actually say administratively, since I'm bar commission, and your first time my answer I said
okay.
And BBS pa you didn't say report to my police.
Emma police.
Quite pack meeting in the Messiah, but I report to my police. And I know sir there have been instances Mikai said 2012 biometrics.
Yes.
That the name of deputy was Central Region. The station officer, no, so to Calic.
Yes.
When the headmaster until we are now, what you could see in the school, because you watch man for I let you know be a cotamco. And the Tracy I coachin back on Mujilino. These things in a bar, it be a court on going, but you had to buy for a fair apartment in in 2004, as a Tatali, almost bar about more than 200. We just reported it to the police. See, I didn't say report to my police. The police for investigation. If Omunya suspect, then they are processed for court.
Baba, we monona a woman warehouse on the fire and as never failed and a year.
As at now, no, me tell my suspicions in your warehouse because on there. So what was in the skit I want to me call.
Okay.
To me, suspicion, I may be wrong. A time now, a transit from the warehouse to where they were working on. Because
that's for the district assembly elections, no?
Yes,
working on for the district assembly elections.
Exactly. So it suspicion is no, you know this assembly. We decide the station you prepare for the station.
Yes.
So your suspicion is until because those people suspect now were people who were temporary and permanent staff. The outside. There was no way an outsider
could have done that.
Exactly.
It were temporary and as a permanent staff, no?
Yes, from Tomuna, suspect hand over Momuna. There were some confessions and immunity. And then
now police for
exactly so.
Anti-parties no should be rest assured.
Oh, I know said woman said somebody rest assured. But politics there, I don't know yes because
me kind or manebo am 35 questions now. Me nyesho so omo short sao.
Na me say to me no obi on ya show na bia na ni we how the system no work.
Okay.
But from the explanation the amount you need activation code.
Yeah.
Oh parliament say say by pilot in them and to the go and actually go you me anka the papa no be no.
Yes.
Na ko January. Uber start to now Uber print what they call start of day report. The start of day report remember when say
saying you register
exactly.
In the any other be free baby abeshim
and now we wait for the close of the day so as we print end of day
report.
And that on a daily basis you have the report.
Agents need now
mom copies. Into we 21 days an agent know you also about 21 reports.
Sure.
Okay, you have the register for that period na registration. It is a hook and I we be exhibition. The exhibition now go jina wa and exhibition so data already say na show. Show. And they won't say okra record no.
Yes.
Na say obi dimbem time no dey say that was so. We for what card is your data already say ID card no so. We voted the card so have and obi how no. So just matter because be I was so first mayor 7 May. You know say you go for area na show 7 May. Na you go. Asana first we voted I didn't want to be sure. It is a work small grade grambona would this record you be exposed. And the years business in the open. And we are by law and the gun see I'm not here solid though. I'm not say the baby is because I'm part of for copies of the provisional register. And you have it. It's a bit out to be now. You can take your time and look through. You win a finance bibiana, judges are certified when I am finance in some copy. So you have the copy of the provisional register. You have a copy of the final register. A department for New War 2020, both provisional and final register. 2023, both provisional and final register. 2024, they will have. Yes, and so be quite Kulu with this record, you should be able to find out how the
additional numbers be able, many things be able.
And the system here is so robust that you can't cheat the system.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what are the card?
Now on find we
it is that's how it don't but but be a me sitting here. Me man say one institution cannot ensure credible elections.
Yes.
Everybody
will have to play a role.
Exactly. Because who has a voter no? Who knows who's a metro meeting once? I will not attempt to write that twice.
Yes.
Who knows who's about once? You don't have to. That would responsibility no. Over media for now, you are supposed to help in educating. You are supposed to give fair coverage to the processes no. Over police for now, obi obum rebiaso no. Young prosecutor no.
Yes.
Oko court now, obi obum raso before the court now. Young from management man that association political parties, they should play the game according to the rules. Mumu campaign. Also doesn't disrupt somebody's campaign. Government should not abuse the incumbency. Normally resources the commission, the resources of Mujam.
Yes.
And the electoral commission on for law no and yes idea in area. How would there be any cheating or fraudulent elections now? So it's a collective responsibility. Here in pray role now. Baby as you need the bakoso. Obia will role to play.
So baby easy.
But you see baby now for example because they should totally.
Yes.
They want as well as you collation. No matter some the place. But boss win am saying 1996.
Yes.
Over Elembele. That you are not about body. It took a agent to move from Accra to go there and visit the political parties. No, you want resource. Where resource I'm saying now. So the political parties, about what party A.
Yes.
For resource for this policy, also for the Albania the same. No more. That time we need by 11 votes.
Oh, okay.
So the Democrats say who send ballots now. One man trouble quite the next about to say the sea war time.
Yes.
Time, you know what? The Bible trouble I'm going to say when you mean still we were able to do the election. There's no way you can stop election from going on. Well, I ain't by any China. And I say, yeah, we saw who say now. Who say results now? We'll get from the other candidates now. I don't know. There's no way you can stop the elections.
For now, Imani petition to Shraj say, "Omu investigate more on how I would dispose of equipment they did home 2012 there no more certain say everything you did near above board."
First question, when petition?
Now the petitioner Franklin Kujo president that's
as far as I know, the commission in Serebuor.
Omun serve more petition beer. John. Okay.
The date of
yeah. Date of registration. It was 27 July 2020.
Correct.
Okay.
So like I said, in this Ukra. Okay. End of date. And answer about for that sheet. Over 27 July.
Ube was a nipa waiting or register.
Secret when I say would you see.
Oh, okay. There is a story here. Or say policy think tank Imani Africa has urged the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice to probe the Electoral Commission's actions regarding the disposal of election-related materials. Or say Imani Africa's founding president Franklin Kujo stated that the Commission's decisions regarding the disposal of laptops, digital cameras, printers, scanners, and fingerprint verifiers appeared conflicted between its obligations to utilize national resources judiciously and its favoritism towards commercial vendors. Kujo asserted that such behavior amounted to misappropriation, wastage, and misuse of resources, especially concerning the nation's fiscal constraint. He said, quote, "Furthermore, we stated our belief that the EC's most recent conduct has been necessitated by a need to curtail transparency and accountability, and thus was motivated by a collective conflict of interest and potential corruption. By its actions, it is attempting to erase," and this is where very important, say by its actions, it is attempting to erase inventory, records, and physical evidence of the blatant falsehoods it has told over the last 4 years regarding the purchase history of expensive electoral equipment. Look, what's a honor? But that is where the we know say by more actions. No, okay, my main fair. Furthermore, we stated our belief that the EC's most recent conduct has been stated by a need to curtail transparency and accountability, and thus was motivated by a collective conflict of interest and potential corruption. By its actions, it is attempting to erase inventory records and physical evidence of the blatant falsehoods it has told over the last 4 years regarding the purchase history of expensive electoral equipment. We asserted our long-standing claim that the EC's electoral equipment is a portfolio of multiple items bought and refurbished at different intervals between 2011 and 2019. That portfolio does not uniformly date to 2011 or 2012 as the EC has falsely and persistently claimed, and could thus not be so uniformly obsolete as to warrant a fire sale of mysterious bidders who have kept the prime portions for themselves and discarded the rest to be used as scrap. Ghana cannot continue to be milked in this fashion. These are very serious issues. Oh,
because when yes, what's the machine? Because the minimum come the documents. Or see if you didn't hear that fine.
Yes.
Or see me, I'm here if you didn't.
Yes.
My dear, if you didn't hear.
Yes.
In the Ocas, I will hear by me spare pass my mount HB, Sanokai. And now, before the Tom HSB, and woman at Tom if you didn't man. STR, so say. And want to manage your name for a year 2018 referendum and 2019, we are new machines near Daya. Are they disputing Zanko for me, Nana? And Dunia, or only a Canadian Zambian, one a barrier consultant, UNDP, and a Camabia consultant, my electoral commission.
Okay. In
the adoption of the 2012 biometrics.
Okay.
Also, by he came to confirm the Ekina. If he is under my last is an international repute biometric company. Almost so a confirming records no. Inti mim de mim me how you see a computer. Into look at him say my laptop I say, I mean, there's one thing that we are losing sight in this. We told iPhone 6 6 years ago. Let me go to iPhone 6 this year. It is still iPhone 6.
Yes.
The guess iPhone 6 a chuma. What I bought it yesterday, I bought it 10 years ago. A chum. Is that not the case? Into issue in Bay. Into the records are there. And then yesterday a commission at them you. Yeah, man, international, so a national value.
Yes.
What value sign a million book in Kakrakabi.
As how the process is now, boss, no, or say we do not believe that the EC and its commercial counterparties in these transactions complied with the higher standards of data handling and protection required in the transfer and or disposal of such sensitive equipment.
Data. And yes, we wrote to Minister of Finance. And the Minister of Finance money approval.
Yes.
And then kick-started the process. It never said here the money source and say you could dispose of signing money. Now, I said we are now. We are
and company now moving and no more the requisite certifications. Maybe the electoral why no.
The mount EPA certification. So and then there. Let me say 4 years ago, no man can and I have Q system, Q theory is there. Won't me see 40 days, 4 million people. You should 38 days, and it says 70 million. They should have come to apologize. No man yet. They be much
Semper FM.
And I said, the okay is here in Nanya, that I'm sorry them go share on there. So issue a problem say, Oboko, a said.
A shrad, you know. And a shrad for tons suffer more. You
why not? I will not.
Okay.
Yeah,
into EPA. That's EPA.
Company.
Okay. Electoral Recycling Ghana Limited. Okay.
If it is just company.
No, it doesn't look like, at least on the face of this document, you know, unless there is any contrary evidence, okay. But on the face of this document.
That company in building. And I'm going to say, I was actually, ma'am, I'm going to say, SCL, VI, and a year evaluation.
Okay.
A year evaluation.
Yes.
And they actually have company Oshina, or we need to
auction
it. We actually company
we need to finally
consolidate. These are things that you can easily track. And yes, you could be answered. So I don't but you come out and share them quite different. Actually, process
very well. Doc, I believe, sir, your team dealing with a lot of the vexed matters, but as and when Ibibeba app, no way, sir, Obi, ask Mr. Serebuor if there were any sensitive chips or any inbuilt device that was supposed to be removed from the main device before auctioning. Godfred Adoa, Ewo Bronx. In your own question, no.
Okay, I say,
yeah.
Baby, do not issue SD cards.
Sure.
In the trouble where you take off the SD card, it doesn't contain any data. So I think in the beginning of something.
Yeah, what kind? You made that point. Okay. We said, Obi, please, can you humbly ask the EC when and how well, or can we, the Ghanaians living abroad, be given this equal opportunity to register or vote in our countries of residence? The embassies and consulates should be given the right and authority to handle that with the monitoring of party agents available. I just can't imagine the feeling of Ghanaians abroad if given this opportunity. Sita or Hamburg in Germany. Not just say, enya there, your friend is saying, Rupal, ebeye juma.
I can't say yes or no. When we say starting processes, I'll say, yeah. See, I know this year, so the commissioner decided based on issues in the new year. I don't know how a new year could be developed.
Okay. In the end, you mean for this election?
In Kaimo, but I don't know how.
Yes. Dr. Serebuor Quaicoes. Anyways, my engineer Nase, Nafe, Yemfan Komono NC, Bibiaba app BY, Bessan Afro, but you have the opportunity to final comment Udija Ghana.
The American say, unfortunately, some few hitches by yes. Or man, no more cum na baby disturbing we apologize, but you will push now as a name and take off.
Yes.
There will be no challenges of a man. There's no to me. I go ahead and election come.
Yeah.
Now, if I said the disposal of the BVDs, a commission went through the normal legal procedures. In say, in your bonnie behind whatever we are called upon, we'll come and explain ourselves.
Doc, yeah, that's it. In TBB, any best head in Comobio. Why? We wish you very